can never figure out this service. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'll be honest, when I read the title of today's White Eagle teaching, I wasn't sure what to expect. My first thought was, what is a White Eagle teaching doing with a child's story title? As we look around us, especially during the spring, we see such manifestation of nature's beauty and grandeur. And we might think, as he says, of looking at it in total, that, wow, I resonate with whatever power it was that put this together and made this all possible. And connection to the spirit world, to the God life, is one of our common desires, to become aware of God. So White Eagle tells us that the first step in becoming aware is to find that inner chamber of stillness, peace, and tranquility. It's the only gateway to the great garden of life. And I'm quoting this one. As we grow in awareness, this garden will grow nearer and more beautiful to us. The flowers will all speak. The flowers will all speak. Drop the mic, end of story, take me there. I want to be there. Okay, maybe they won't speak out loud, that might be a little crazy, but they would definitely be sending their message or messages. The flowers, excuse me, like all of nature, are a vibration of God. They're beautiful, yes, and that's not all. Their substance, their color, and even their planetary vibration can be used for healing. And not only the use of the physical flower. When we use flowers symbolically in religion or the mystery schools, such as the lotus, the lily, and the rose, there is working a process of spiritual growth and harmony that is just as nurturing. So, the life of a flower, as a title, to me is really more of the life in a flower, the incredible beauty of each crafted sculpture, as well as the immense power of flowers for awakening, for healing, and for their service to mankind. While it might sound familiar, this finding the quiet garden and entering the state of stillness, peace, and tranquility, I've got news for you. You can experience it today, for real. Right after this service, take a stroll up to the labyrinth, where you will see the most spectacular display of bluebonnets I've ever seen. This year seems to be a banner year for wildflowers, and the bluebonnets in particularly are deep and luxuriant. A shout out to Alva for his idea and perseverance in creating this amazing scene. And while a photograph cannot convey the actual experience of standing among the flowers, I hope you will take one of the small prints that I created from the pictures up there as a reminder of the power of flowers. Stop in at the members' room on your way out. Oh, I was going to say, I'm going to jump this in. How many of you remember Earth Day? Right, we still do Earth Day. I remember the first Earth Day only because somebody at school brought it up and needed some graphics printed. But the first Earth Day was 1974. And I was about to graduate senior in high school, and we didn't know what we were going to do or what we were supposed to do or anything. So I think we stood around and just talked about it. But there wasn't any social media, so we didn't know what anybody else was doing at the time. But the other outcome of that kind of is we can probably all recall that hippie slogan, flower power. And looking back, I'm sure I had no idea that it actually connected like this. the power of the flowers that is actually helping people and bringing people together. So while the blue bonnets deserve our attention in the spring, we enjoy flowers all year round. Flowers can light up our lives. They make us feel better. I did not say the word allergy. Studies have shown that flowers in a hospital room, for instance, can even help us heal faster by promoting lower stress and perceived pain levels. What we feel is indicative of the benefits and the special qualities of that particular flower. Every flower on the planet has its own unique quality. Some bring us joy, others invoke love, peace, or even help us sleep better. Some radiate liveliness and vitality. Some are simply otherworldly. When we pick flowers or choose cut flowers, carefully, as White Eagle said, and with love, we gravitate to specific flowers for the way they make us feel. It is no coincidence that our home phone number is 597 Rose. These preferences are not necessarily tied to symbolism. They come from understanding the flowers through our hearts. We are speaking their language. So remember when the flowers all speak? We've got it. We did get that message that White Eagle was talking about earlier. So the life of a flower, the life force within flowers, brings us closer to God, one of our goals. Think of your path, your life path, your spiritual path, as being a path among the flowers. And your inner guides will choose the flowers for you, matching their properties with what you need. As White Eagle says, we are always stressing the value of love. It is the whole of life. It is, in truth, what makes the world go round. Love is the life-giving, creative power. If you love your garden and your flowers, spiritually as well as materially, they flourish and grow, no matter how green your thumb. All right, communion. Close your senses to the physical conditions around you, to your own body, and with your inner vision, see the presence in the Christ star here in your midst. Withdraw from the noise of the outer world and go into this temple, sitting in simple prayer. Before you is the image of a table set for communion, and behind it emerges the figure of the Holy Son of God, enveloped in a gentle radiance, and his blessing falls upon us all. He places before you the heavenly bread and the heavenly wine. This is the pure communion of spirit with spirit. Join with him in your soul and take from him these spiritual symbols of the bread and the wine. He blesses the bread, he blesses the wine, and the rays from heaven pour down upon these symbols. As you sip the wine, know it is his life essence. Let it flow through you. He gives refreshment. To be refreshed, man must follow the path of simplicity and humility, the path of love. Let us give thanks with heart and mind for our opportunity to give, to serve, to love, to work for peace on earth with right thought, word, and action. the Christ figure slowly disappears from our vision, and we are given the blessing of heavenly peace. Live eternally in the joy of your Creator, who is all good, and the peace of the Christ Spirit be upon you. Amen.